We are Steve and Jill. Together, we've been buying and reselling land since the 90s.
Our data-centric approach leaves our buyers asking, how can you sell it so cheap?
Here on the Land Academy Show,
We answer that and more. I'm Steve and Jack Butala.
And I'm Jill DeWit, and this is the Land Academy Show.
This is episode number 2028, and today's topic is getting the land deal under contract to be purchased within 2 days.
Before we start, I would like to share a little thing. Jack, here's what I just kind of thought, and I'm going to ask you this question here. Dear Jack has a little timer next to him. I don't know why we need a little timer, because I'm staring at a timer on the screen. However, there's an additional timer that he has going, and it's kind of a rather annoying sound when it goes off. If we go too long here, you'll hear it. So, to which I asked, why do you need that? And Jack said, because I like to be under the gun. So my question, I like this da-da-da. So my question to you, Jack, is...
Moving forward, I like it.
He's just like, I need it. It helps it going. I'm like, does this work for all things in your life? For example, can I set a little timer here that says, if you're not in the bedroom, mister... in the next 5 minutes, if you're not in the bedroom... The window's closing. Would that work?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Noted.
And that would work for most listeners, I bet.
Oh, most men?
Just anybody.
Oh.
We need to get this done.
Oh, you know what? That would work for me too. If you said, Jill, we got 3 minutes, or we got 20 minutes. Let's just say we got to be out the door. So if you want to do this morning, let's make it happen.
Took us 45 seconds to get off of real estate and onto
other good things.
Bedroom stuff.
Okay, so back to where we were here.
Really quickly, along the lines of these timers, I watched on an early morning news show. They take polls. They ask you to do that. I didn't participate in it. I just laughed, though, because, do you like vanilla ice cream or chocolate? That kind of poll. And this one said, how many timers do you set a day? 0 or 9? And all the numbers in between. And my first and immediate thought was 9 timers. I set like 30 timers.
That's what I was going to say, 30.
You know what? That's why I get a bunch of stuff done.
And it's so fun to be around. I got to tell you, I'm going to start doing it right now. Like, I'm just going to do random timers for no reason. Like, because I just wanted to know what 3 minutes felt like. Because I forgot. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
This is what I live with. Just being laughed at.
I'm going to do a 2-day timer. Let's see what that goes like. Oh my gosh. Here's my question too. How much time has to pass before you forget you set a timer? Does that happen?
It doesn't work that way.
Oh, you always know, you're like focused on it? Okay.
We know what may happen is that a timer will go off and I got something done, a 45-minute timer might go off and I got it done in 5 minutes and then I forgot.
There we go.
And it goes off and I pat myself on the back and say, wow, next time I'll set it for 3 minutes.
Do you know what I do? I don't know if you do this. I don't think, but looking at your phone, I don't think you do. I set timers and I put what they're for.
Oh, I never do that.
I have a get up. I have to admit, I usually do 2 timers in a day. Do you want to know what they are?
Waking up and going to bed.
One is waking up. I do. And I can't remember. I have something hokey. I have a hokey little saying that I like, like you deserve your day or something. So I totally have a little hokey thing.
Have that.
I do. So I have to admit.
Hang in there.
I do 2 timers. And then the second one is get butt in shower. And get ready.
Really?
Yeah. So I always make it so I can get up and just kind of have at least an hour to like have coffee with you, watch TV, whatever, just read, lay around, look outside.
Jill and I live in an RV this summer.
Going.
And you would think there's nothing new
that we don't know about each other.
About the other person. You just know it all. Just not the case. I didn't know this.
Yeah, good. I learned something new this week too.
Little hokey sayings. Hey, it's Friday and we're wrapping up this entire week where the theme was rules to live by in your land investment business. Today, we're talking about getting the land deal under contract to be purchased within 2 days.
Cool.
Go back and listen to the other 4. Mm-hmm. It's interesting. We had fun doing it. I like this new format. Each day on the show, we answer a question from our Land Academy member Discord forum. We take a deep dive into a land-related topic by your request.
Okay, so by the way, I think that's going to be open at some point. Didn't I hear that? Right now, the Land Academy Discord forum is closed just for members. I think I heard we're going to have an open public area, but
I thought there was a public area. We go back and forth on that. So.
Yeah, don't quote me. It may or may not be there yet. Hey, you know what? If you're interested in the Land Academy version of Discord that's open to the public, send a note to my team, and enough if you do, they'll do it. Yeah. There you go. It's support at landacademy.com.
Or just send them a note and say you guys need to change the podcast.
Jill said on episode number 2028 to send a note. Would that be funny? They'll crack up at that. Okay. So how do we get these contracts purchased so quickly? It is not really, I'm going to say not really purchased. I'm going to say, what did you mean when you wrote this topic? Do you mean, because I could get it purchased in 2 days if I had to, or do you mean open escrow?
Getting the land deal under contract
to be purchased
within 2 days.
All right, thank you.
So the whole key here is time kills deals.
True.
And it's very realistic if you are, this whole thing came about because we had a question earlier, last week actually, about when you have a seller and they want to sell the property and you've got the price done, the steps that follow that and what can go on. And so there are certain people that have a personality type where they get into the process. I'm not one of these people, and neither is Joe. Joe's not, let's explore and digest the journey together. Mm-hmm. I'm about getting to the end and converting it back into cash. So you need to, this is my opinion, especially if you're new, target 2 days to get the deal purchased, to get the deal under contract with the escrow open, where the seller's expecting and realizes when they're going to get paid, and you realize when you're going to actually buy the property and then try to immediately resell it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, or as fast as possible. Let me paint the picture.
See, so wait a second. I really think you need to go into it saying, we've got to get this done and under contract, and I'll stop talking to the seller within 2 days so you can move on. It taps in strangely into the whole timer silliness in the beginning.
Well, I know the question you were talking about, because someone had asked me recently in Discord about, we take 2 days from Pat Live to respond. We take 4 days to do this, and we try to do it within 2 weeks. I'm like, what the heck? If you wait 2 weeks, you're going to change your mind, not just the seller, and you give them all the time in the world to rethink this and overthink this and call everybody on the planet and find a family member who says, well, for $2,000, I'll buy it, kind of thing. That's what you don't want to do. The whole point is move quickly. My rule is for our companies and myself, when the call comes in, if I or a live person can't answer it at that moment, it's usually because I'm on the phone. So what do I do then? Do I wait 2 days? I immediately call them back, period. So, and that could be, so that's myself or Pat Live. So they need to get a live person as fast as you can. So, and that live person is collecting the details. You do want to sell, how much. If it's me, I start the whole process. But let's just paint, this is what's going on for most people. You've got a day job. You're using a service like Pat Live. The calls come in. Well, Pat Live knows your schedule. You have pre-told Pat Live if calls come in from Friday to Monday morning, tell them they'll get a call back on Tuesday. If the calls come in from Monday afternoon to whatever, tell them they'll get a call back on this, whatever. But it can't be any more than, I like to say, the next day or 2 days. You should be doing your deal review a couple times a week, especially starting out. Like 3 times a week is great. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, having maybe it's your lunch break that you spend looking at all the deals that came in over the weekend. Wednesday, you do the Monday, Tuesday deals, so you can see how fast this needs to go. It's so critical to get these deals locked in with the seller and open escrow, and then you can breathe.
It's critical.
Very critical. And you're only giving yourself just enough time to do whatever level 2 due diligence that you need to do. Level 1 due diligence you can do in an hour sitting at your computer when you're looking at all 10 deals that came in. Access, yes. Attribute, yes. Affordable, yes. Alive, no. Whatever it is, you can sit and go through all that stuff and you know your things. Level 2 is like, I got to call the county and find out this. I'm not sure. This grade might inhibit it from being buildable. I don't know about these setbacks. Fill in the blank. I need to find out. I see physical access. I needed to confirm legal access. Anything like that. You only need a day or two to do that. And you tell the seller, this is where I'm at too. So while you're doing your level 2 due diligence, the call came in on Monday morning, let's just say, to Pat Live. So Monday afternoon at lunch, you're looking through all the things. And you call back Monday afternoon or Tuesday morning, whatever it works out for your timing, or Monday evening. Everybody knows what's going on. You always let the seller know what's going to happen. Hi, this is Jill. I got your details on your property. Thank you so much. I have a call into the county. I just wanted to confirm a couple things, but I think we're going to be ready to go. I should hear back with them just by later today. Where can I get you tomorrow? When are you going to be around? What's the best number? Make sure I have your email. Get all that stuff now too. Keep them moving forward. Let them thinking you're buying it. By the way, I don't have your email and I need to double check on the deed. It shows such and such and such and such.
Okay, hold on. We got it.
Oh.
Jeez.
Okay. Well, I don't know.
This is an interesting episode.
I could talk a lot about this, obviously. This is important, and you have to lock it in.
The point is, there is a psychology behind completing a real estate transaction, and please think about this about yourself. You want to buy this piece of property absolutely as fast as possible. You do not want time to get in the way of analyzing the deal on your part or your personal life or any of that. In fact, we have done it in one day. The entire deal in one day we have done in the past if you don't go through escrow. And that's a different topic. So take a look at yourself and whether or not you want to drag things out for 2 or 3 weeks, because there are people that's their personality.
You're not going to get the deal, so.
It's just too, I know. Yeah. It's just too fast. Everything's going too fast for me. I don't want to go this fast. Let's slow down. Chew your food.
This is not the business for you then.
This is not. That's correct.
Yeah.
And it's just a natural, as you just saw. It's just, come on. Okay. We've got $5,800 works for you. I just opened escrow while we were talking on the phone in the last 30 seconds.
Yeah.
They will contact you tomorrow. And my transaction coordinator, Jan's going to take over the position, and she'll be contacting you probably in an hour. Does that work for you?
You just need to think about how you want to spend the money.
So I think that this delay in the deep, dark back of why people choose to spend a lot of time doing a real estate deal, because they're not sure they want to do it. The due diligence part of our business model is a pain point for them, and they truly never know whether or not it's a good deal. And if that's the case for you, and it's very natural, due diligence is a pain point for many, many people. More people, that is probably the biggest pain point. Please align yourself with someone in our group, if you're in Land Academy, where that person, it's not a pain point. This is every Thursday, Jill and I hold a closed webinar, where we review transactions that people are doing, and we call it, "Would you do this deal?" And so they post all the information. We talk about, hey, oh my God, you got to go do this deal right now. You got to get off the phone.
Get off the phone.
And go do this deal. That's how good it is. Mm-hmm. Or, it's a good deal. I know you've got it. Your seller's talking at $22,000, but I really think it's worth $12 on the buy side. So you can go sell it for $22. If this is a pain point for a lot of people, and we try to alleviate that pain that way. If you're extra crazy about it and you just don't know whether or not the deal is good, align yourself personally in the group. That is not a pain point. Somebody's got more years of experience. Mm-hmm. You cannot function successfully in this business waiting 2 weeks to do a deal. It's just too many things happen on both sides. It's that age-old universal sales concept. Strike while the iron's hot.
Yeah.
The seller wants to sell, then give it to him.
Exactly. That's beautiful. Thank you. Join us next week for another interesting episode. Actually, episodes.
Yeah, episodes.
I should say. We're back to 5 days a week now.
You are not alone in your real estate ambition.
We are Jack and Jill.
Information
And inspiration
to buy undervalued property.
We hope you found our content valuable and we appreciate your support. If you have not already, please check out our channel and hit the subscribe button.
And your comments and suggestions help us to create the content you're here for. Hitting the like button helps to support our channel's algorithm and gauge your interest for future shows.